Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Last week I didn't do any videos. I was preoccupied, busy, and had an injury, so I'm fully recovered this week and ready to record videos going forward. But in this video, I wanted to go over my newest partnership with stockanalysis.com and go through their platform, and also tying it back to my investment research platform that I've created due to requests from viewers to have a list of stocks that I've reviewed on the YouTube and on my Substack newsletter, where I can show my viewers and audience the fair values that I'm getting through my research and looking through earnings and 10Qs, 10K from management guidance, putting all that information together in my research platform and providing that information out to my viewers. And what is powering all of this is stockanalysis.com. So I thought it'd be a good video to bridge the gap between how I am doing my analysis, how I'm doing my research, to the final product that I provide to my members and audience. So with that, let's get straight into it. Now here I've pulled up stockanalysis.com, and just by looking at the dashboard, you can see that they offer all the things that you would expect in a financial platform. You can have watch lists, you have stocks, IPOs, ETFs, news, trending news, articles, technical chart, and a whole lot of other features and functions. I don't use all of the functions. I use several of the functions, such as the income, report, the cash flow statement, the balance sheet, things that I need to get the information for a stock to do my analysis for. But there are several features that I like in stockanalysis.com that make it different from, Seeking Alpha or something else like Yahoo Finance or something like that. So first things first, I'm doing an analysis right now on CRM, Salesforce. So let's pull up Salesforce in stockanalysis.com. And here you can see the dashboard is very clean and easy to read. That's the first thing I like about stockanalysis.com. So you have your ticker information, the major things. If you're just looking for an overview of the ticker itself, you have their market cap, revenue, all the basic information that you need to get a 1-second snap view of this company. And what I really use is going to the financials, and then you have your income statement, balance sheet, and cash flows, ratios, and KPIs, both annually and quarterly and trailing 12-month. And the best part about this is you can do it by standardized, which will be, the standard reporting format for all companies, or you can do it as reported. And this is a real game changer for me, because sometimes you want to look at the very specific inline things that the company is reporting, the management is reporting in their financial statement, in their income statement, in their balance sheet, in their cash flow statement. So sometimes it's very useful to switch over to as reported and see how they have reported it to the SEC. You see for Salesforce that this is how they reported their revenues, their breakdown of cost of revenues, their operating expenses, and it's very useful in doing analysis of a company. But if I split the view and show you stockanalysis.com and my valuation sheet side by side, you can see that I've pulled in the information from the income statement, the balance sheet, and cash flow statements that I need to run this DCF model analysis on Salesforce. And then even some calculations that I needed for, the discount rate or tax rate, effective tax rate, it's right here in all this information, or can be calculated from this information. But let me go through some of the other things that I will be using and I'm excited about using in stockanalysis.com. There's a stock screener, so you can screen stocks that are moving, that day. If you're a trader or if you are a swing trader or something like that, you can look at this screen and figure out what stocks are moving in that particular day to get a quick jump up in price. There's stock exchanges, there's comparison tool between if you're trying to compare two competitors in the same space, Apple and Microsoft, for example. You can look at their metrics, look at their comparison, performance, price, profile, dividends. That's really useful. And that's something that I had in my previous version of my own software, but I scrapped because it was so much work and so much money to put all that together. You get that right here very easily, very clean setup as well. Then there's earnings calendars. That's always useful for knowing like when stocks that you own in your portfolio or stocks that you're interested in are going to report earnings if you're interested in the earnings play. There is by industry, stock lists, top analysts, stuff, a lot of information just under the stock tab here. Then you have IPOs, and I'm really excited to use this one. And there's some really high profile IPOs that I want to get into, but I never really had an option with one of my financial platforms to look at those. So here we have IPO section, and you can look at IPO calendar, statistics, news screener. Then you have your ETFs, and I don't really do anything with the ETFs. I'm a more of an individual stock consolidator, compounder like that. So if you're into ETFs and getting dividends from ETFs, having diversification of an ETF, this tab is for you. You can get all of ETF screener. You can compare these ETFs together. If you want to look at like, management fees or dividend comparison, you can do that here. You can look at new launches of ETFs, but like I said, ETFs are not my thing. Then there's news over the market, and I know news has been going crazy for the past few weeks with the war in Iran and just the back and forth whipsaw like news cycle. So here you can get all the market news, stock news, and press releases that come out, very up to date. You can see 5 minutes ago, 23 minutes ago. It's very up to date and give you a good read on the market and what's happening in the world. Then you have your trending stocks for the day. You can see what's moving. Don't really use this because I'm not a trader per se of stocks. So I don't really use this tab, but I could see how this could be very useful for traders and swing traders trying to make the money short term. You have articles, much more in-depth things on the market, stocks, things like that. Technical charts, market movers, and stock analysis pro. So there is a paid version of this, and you get all of this for very cheap. And this is a great point about stockanalysis.com. You can actually get all of this for really, really cheap. I know some of the other financial platforms are way more expensive. I've seen, I think Ticker is like $15 a month or more. Seeking Alpha is very expensive as well. So all of that functionality can be gotten for way less. So that's another reason I really like stock analysis. And I do plan on going to Pro just because I want to have the option to import my portfolio into stockanalysis.com and just have everything kind of in one spot. I know a lot of my viewers like having their portfolio access right there and seeing their portfolio weights and what they can add all in one spot. They can do comparisons, analysis, and look at their existing portfolio in one spot. I want to have that ability and function too. So that's another reason I'm going to go Pro. But yeah, those are the major things I'm using right now. And if you go to the Tools tab, you can see the tools outside of the tabs themselves. So Stock Screener, Stock Comparison Tool, and things like that. But it just offers so much functionality that not all of it I use. And I just started using stockanalysis.com, so a lot of features that I'm still figuring out and going to use in my research platform. So as I figure those things out, I'll definitely bring those to you in future videos when I'm doing a stock analysis and show you how they work. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to get a quick video out on what I'm using now, stockanalysis.com. I know there's been other platforms I used in the past, but this is the most comprehensive one I've had so far. I'll show you what I'm using for my research platform. So in case any of my viewers wondering or what I'm using for my data, this is what I'm using, stockanalysis.com. And if you want to get a discount, I have a referral link in the comments below. But yeah, it's a great platform. And if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.